I know you just stepped us through what's on it, the inspiration behind it, in 25 words or less. Can you run us through, again, the inspiration and how proud you are too to be asked to do this?
Oh, look, it was an honour and a pleasure. And like I said, there was no real inspiration. Once you get asked to do this, it was just so much excitement. Didn't know, I was beside myself, and I thought it was about time. And then most probably the nerves kicked in a little bit, because you got to actually do something. So it took me a couple of months, and Anthony got onto me a little bit, Kroger from here, and a few things, and I was sort of dabbling around. And then once I got into it, once I thought, I'm going to go back to where my roots are, right at Irrily. And I've only been there 3 or 4 times in my lifetime too. So look, we don't get out there much. We should get out there more often. But once that started, the excitement started, and started thinking about the players and stuff like that, and what's happened over the journey. And bang, it was just an honour and a privilege. And once I started putting the ideas together, it just started flowing, and it comes pretty easy. And we had the theme there, the 2002, 25 years, all those sorts of things. So it just sort of came to fruition. How you get that together, it was sort of jumbled up. We mixed it up here and there, and I thought other days, and they thought other days, and I said, no, it's pretty much mine, So I'm going to live and die by it, and I have. And look, through all that, hardship and pain, and not really much hardship or pain, really, it was just more excitement, and we come in and there's something more the next day. And it didn't take too long for us, though. We come in and had 4 or 5 consultations with the boys upstairs here, and Jordan as well, who's left the club now, so I'd like to thank him as well. And look, the product that's come up is pretty much what we got here, and there's only one of a kind, boys. There's only one of a kind as well. So look, I gave Zach Barry the opportunity. I said, mate, if it's a bit cold and you want to wear it, I said, you're the only bloke that can wear it. So hopefully he might take up the opportunity. If he doesn't, all good and well.
How does it feel wearing it?
It feels pretty good, actually. They're that different material. I like the bit heavier, thick set. Obviously we had a bit different material than this, but yeah, it does feel good. And I don't know, I don't think I can run out there, but I could definitely have a kick or two.
But how does it feel putting on the jersey that you designed and put so much thought and meaning into?
Oh, look, it's... it most probably hasn't hit me, I suppose. It's more not, because I'm not going to run out and play it, and I know that, for a fact. Yes, it feels good, and I've got one, and that's proud, and there's only one of these, awesome. But I think once I run out and see these blokes, I reckon there'll be a tear or two. Don't worry about it. I'm the softest bloke. I cry on home and away, so, mate, I'm bad.
You mentioned you'd like to see the Lions wear the indigenous jersey in a grand final. Do you think that will happen, and an AFL team will wear an indigenous jersey in a grand final?
I think on that big day there's not too many clashes, so it's not a real clash. But look, I think it's maybe an opportunity somewhere down the track. I think it's maybe 5 to 10 years away where someone can go, hey, can we wear our away or our clash one, or our, in the grand final, So, and I think, a lot of teams have 4 or 5 different designs anyway. Why can't they pick and choose? That's what it's all about. But then there are your traditionalists too, like the home and away set.
What you said your hands are on there, is that?
Yeah, so we got our hands up here. So there's little spots here and there. I've just it was really hard to do. Like the hardship I was talking about. Look, there's no hardship. The only hardship was with most probably the sponsorship and how far you got to be away from that. So we were lucky to get those there in, really, because you had to be so far away from the sponsors and stuff like that. So, and then we had a few big spaces. So let's get my hands in there, and yep, all right. And we sort of I was looking at my phone there because I had hands of dot painting. I'm looking now, and I said, then Ant goes, what about yours? And I said, no question asked. Yep, let's get it straight on the photocopy. Off we went, bang, there. And there, like I said, all the wonkies are there. I just done that one last week. That was my only good one. Yeah, look at it. It's buggered too. So they're all, be like all my uncles later. They're all like that, aren't they? All your grandfathers, your pops. There, look at that. Well, look, there you go. Hey, you're the same way. So, I can't put a ring on. I love to wear a ring, but I can't wear a ring. Just buggered fingers, hands. So that's the wear and tear of AFL footy, I suppose, and football in general.
Darryl, we just asked about, Monty, you asked about the grand final. I mean, these blokes, they're going all right, aren't they? Best start to this club since the merger. 7-1.
Doesn't matter where you start, Benny. Does not matter where you start. It's where you finish. We proved that. A lot of other sides proved that, and I think. But as you're saying, that goes a long way to stamping yourself in that final four, I suppose, which you really want, or that top four, sorry, which I think they're on their way to do. Look, I think they're like you're looking at Melbourne, they're pretty good, but I think these blokes have got it. I think they got the scoring power and they got the backbone to back them up. And that midfield, God, I don't know who you're going to throw in there, but there's an abundance of them, and we've got the best player in the competition. So what else do you want? I think they're a chance. And as I said, I spoke to the indigenous boys last week when we went to the Gardens and took the photos. And I said, "You've got this year's a real big opportunity," but I said, "Your window's the next 2 to 3 years. Don't do that. I think you can." Kiss it goodbye sort of thing. So there's a real opportunity for this club to do some real magic in the next 3 years and hopefully emulate, some of what we did in those years. If they can win 1 out of the next 3, great. 2 out of the next 3, even better. But I think they're on that verge. And there's not a big hill. I think it's a little hump there in Melbourne. But that hump does sort of rise as you play them. And they're going all right as well.
Darryl, how would this team go against your team, what's the name, hat-trick team?
Hat-trick team? Oh, look, it's really hard to say. Look, I think they might get us by a couple of goals because we're all 40 and 50 now, mate. Like, mate, we'd smash them by 15 goals. No chance, buddy, no chance. Lockie, mate, he's the best. He's coming up against the best. They're the best of their time, so no, they got no chance, mate. I've always said, I've spoken to Lee Matthews about it all the time. I've had, not arguments, debates, I suppose, with him over the years, and he always said the closest would come to us was his side. And now he sort of said in media over the years, maybe the Richmond side, but I reckon Geelong was closer to us. I reckon they're 3 goals. I reckon we're a 3-goal better side than them. I think Richmond, we're a 4-5. I think Hawthorn, we're that 5-6. Sydney, we're that 7-8. So hey, you can keep going on if you want, bro. But Lee said, he said that only side he'd put up was his early side. I think it was 83 or something. He said 83 or 84 side. He said they were pretty good and they'd give us a run for the money. But I said they were all big robots then. But he's a legend too, so he knows what he's talking about.